Vista's been a bang out match from what we've seen so far, so this should be a really good map for both these gold teams, and we'll be seeing who's kind of slaying out and who's able to secure some of these key rotations.
And we're going to see Maui Chums here trying to get first control of this. They do have initial hard point time here as New York Subpar going to be looking to take a little bit of a retake, but Maui Chums are slaying off the whip here. That's going to be a 3 dead. That's all 4 dead from the side of New York, and they do get a spawn flip here towards that better P2 side. Maui Chums are looking like an unstoppable force.
Yeah, they're really locking down the majority of this P1 time, and we're seeing New York Subpar trying to fight for some of the scraps, and we may have a big gunfight over here for P2, and New York does win that, so they should be able to secure this early rotation. But P2 gets pretty mixy, and we can see a lot of split time, or we can see a team kind of close out the hill, so we'll be interested to see how this continues to play out if we go over to this P2 side.
And New York really needs some time here. They've lost about 42 seconds here on this P1 side, and it's Vista, things can get mixy to the middle of the map, and you don't necessarily need to grab the first couple hills, but Maui Chums are just putting on a clinic here. We see all of the teammates here on Maui Chums absolutely going massive for their team there. We do see them trying to bust into that top window side on the side of Vista here, hitting towards P2.
Yeah, we've seen pretty dominant showing so far from the side of Maui. They've been able to slay out, get the kills, and New York is going to get a couple down, be able to get some time, but they're going to have to deal with these players from mid. And we should see some, hopefully, early rotations coming over. And we'll see New York Subpar kind of over here on the P1 to P3 side early on in this next rotation. So maybe a good chance for them to lock down a solid hill and get some solid make this map a little closer.
And New York Subpar able to take the last few seconds here on this P2 as we start rotating towards this P3. We do see Camo. He's pushed up here, trying to get some of these Maui Chums players off here, on the grid. Able to pick up one, not quite able to pick up the second. We do see Claw going for that interesting wrap that we found day one. Unfortunately, he forgot that they changed that death timer. He's going to fall wayside to the outside of the out-of-bounds boundary. We do see New York Subpar with a great setup here on this P3 bar side. We got some players push up towards P1. LaPlanche is going to pick up Camo there from the side of Maui, and Maui's going to pick up 3 kills there from the side of Maui as they finally take control of P4.
Yeah, Maui's able to get some control, and we've got Camo here left all alone this lonesome to try to get some time here, but trades are kind of going back and forth, and it looks like New York is going to kind of come out on top, so they'll be able to secure this scrap time, and if they get the full 20 seconds, they'll be only down by a little over 20 points here, and be looking pretty solid going into P4. P4 obviously is the back right side of the map from where we are now, so spawns are in their favor for the time being, but we do know from our time playing at least that as soon as this hill goes away, that other team can spawn back by that single palm tree pretty quickly on you. So we'll see if any flanks come through, and it looks like we see that from the side of Maui. So they should get this spawn, and Subpar is going to be spawning out and trying to rotate back over to help their team out for this time for this P4 rotation.
And Subpar's done a great job. They've really come back to that lead. We see Maui hasn't gotten any points that P2. I believe only 1 or 2 points, and New York Subpar is bring this right back to pretty much an even game here as we see some gunfights going down towards the front side of P4 here. We see one last gunfight here. New York able to pick it up, able to secure some of this time as we finally see a lead change to the side of New York Subpar.
Yeah, good fight back on the side of New York to get that lead change and really looking to hopefully hold the Maui Chums off the scrap time, but all of them are dead. Maui's going to get this scrap time. We're going to see another flip in the scoreboard, and Maui's going to take back over, and we're going to be rotating over to Bridge, and Bridge is just another one of those hills that you can either see it kind of go back and forth with trades, or you see a team kind of lock it down. So Subpar's here, but Maui Chums are on the way over, and we're going to see some key gunfights going down here for the rotation, and it looks like Subpar's getting the early kills, so they're going to be able to secure some of this early time as Maui tries to come back and break the P5 here.
That's a great point there about P5 with Bridge. It is very mixing. Like everyone kind of knows, this is a brand new map for a lot of competitive players here. Just got added to the rotation. Teams are still trying to figure out how to exactly play this map. We're going to see a lot of mixy hills here as the weeks go on, we should see some better setups from teams here. But right now, we're just seeing trades back and forth between each teams, and that's going to be very prevalent here on this bridge hill. There's a lot of open space, not a lot of cover to hide behind, and so teams are going to take advantage of that, especially the AR players. The sub players are going to have a little bit more difficult time on this P5. But we do see about an even game here going back towards P1. Second set of rotations here. New York Subpar did a great job in the second half of P1 rotation there, able to come back from about a 60-point deficit to tie it right back up, and they are going to have a little bit of lead here heading towards P1.
Yeah, it was definitely a huge regain from the side of New York. We got down early, back and make a close game. And as we've seen with Vista from our scrim, it's going to be mixed back and forth. We don't really ever see a team kind of lock down and pull out 2 straight hills. So it's going to be mixy all the way, really, and it's going to be hopefully pretty close the entire way, and it's going to come down to eventually P4, P5 is what we've usually been seeing from our side of the friends on this map. People are still trying to figure out routes. They're still trying to figure out how they can rotate more efficiently, what angles to go down. Being this is a new map, so good for these teams to get the early reps on it for this week. As we're getting closer and closer to playoffs coming, I'm going to assume a lot of people are going to want to play this map whenever we get into playoffs, being that it's so mixy, a lot of fun to play as a team. So good on them for getting these early reps in without maybe having as much practice as they would have had if this map had gotten taken out of the rotations.
Yes, and we see that rotation towards P2 here. Some great points there on the map rotations, and I'm excited to see some teams get some reps on Vista. Hopefully we're able to get a couple teams to switch to 6-star tonight. I believe we have a couple opportunities there for 6-star hardpoint and 6-star search and destroy. But for now, we're still even in this game here. We do see a bit of a contest coming down here on P2 as we're about halfway through. It's just been a slugfest recently. You know, we saw both teams got about 30 points here from P1 and second half of P2, so they've really just been exchanging gunfights, exchanging kills here, learning this new map.
Yeah, it's been very back and forth so far. We see Maui Chums, and we've got a player from New York Subpar over on this rotation, so we'll see if Camo's able to cause any havoc back here and get some kills. He's got a little bit more support, so they'll be looking to secure this rotation over, and we see Maui Chums coming through the back, and we'll see if they end up reading La Plancha coming in here. He's able to get one, and they trade out the other guy, so in the back, he gets traded out, so we're going to see Maui Chums here with the early hold on the P3 rotation here, and we might see another lead change here pretty fast if New York Subpar's going to break this pretty quick.
So far, we see Canada and Claw for their respective teams kind of leading the kill race here on both these teams, and both doing a great job of slaying out for their team, holding that time that they need to. We do see Claw currently on a 2 streak here. He's going to be trying to busting in towards this P3 area, and Maui Chum able to take this last bit of time. They should be able to take the lead going into P4 here in the bottom left of your screen. And New York Subpar are spawning out here. Maui Chums have good map presence towards the middle. Red Cell's going to pick up 1 kill, which is going to be huge for the rotation towards mid and towards P2 side. But we do see a spawn coming down there for number 5 Claw, right behind that number 4 player in New York. A very unfortunate spawn there for New York Subpar. Very fortunate for Maui Chums. We see some more gunfights coming down here towards pillars, fighting here towards the bottom side of the map. And it is all Maui Chums here on this P4. They're able to let pretty uncontested. We do see a cruise come in from Canada. We do like to see those cruises coming in from up north. It is cold up there, but those cruise missiles are hot. But we do see still of a mixy P4 where the cruise missile was able to get New York Subpar on the time, and now they just need to fight through. So
yeah, we've seen just pretty much back and forth the entire way. Maui Chums is kind of some entry kills to be able to get this time, and it looks like they're able to do that. All they got to do is clean Maui out of the building back here. They do that, and that should be scrap up to them. They're going to push their lead just a little bit farther, nothing out of reach, so nothing crazy there at all. But as we're rotating over to this bridge again, we kind of saw that little mixiness that I mentioned earlier, where you see these teams either have somebody top and bottom in hill, and kind of goes back and forth, so it wouldn't surprise me if maybe we have a lead change or 2 come in here. That's a big 2-piece in the back from La Plancha as he's able to break the hill by himself. He's got his teammates forming around him, and you're going to be looking to set up here to hold their angles through P1 and through the back railings to keep the Subpar off of this hill.
And that is, I believe, every single person dead in the kill feed back to back to back with those trades coming in, and New York Subpar able to take this last bit of control here. As we see now, he's still pushing a little bit for this time. They do get some fortunate split spawns, but New York Subpar says no thank you. Send them back to the spot. They're able to pick up 3 kills there. We see Claw go absolutely massive here on this connector bridge side, able to pick up 2, as he's able to pick up, or Uzul's able to pick up that final third. But we do see Camo here, kind of on the flank. He's going to get red there by Claw. Claw on a 3-strike here. He can pick up a cruise missile. Unfortunately, he's going to get caster curses right as I say that. But we do see P1 eventually pop. We do see New York with the time there. And this could be big time here from P1 on New York. Heading into P2 with a big lead towards the end of the game could be massive on the side of New York.
Yeah, it's going to be big P1 time here if they can manage to lock down a little bit. And we know that this hill's go back and forth. There's a lot of angles to watch. The spawns aren't 100% set. No one for sure knows exactly where this other team's going to spawn. Like a lot of these maps we've been playing for the entire season goes through. And really, it's going to be back and forth here. We see Maui Chums in the hill now. Their teammates are kind of spread out around them. We see number 3 there from the New York Subpar getting some hills in the back and hitting that early rotation over to P2. So he's looking to already make that play, lock down that rotation early so they can get some good time on P2. Uzul fighting for his life here, winning his ones, getting this rest of the scrap time on P1, and you see this rotation come through. And they're not expecting Howie to be here in Burger, but we'll see if Camo's able to get his trade.
And that's a great play from the side of New York, just able to take that time, get that wrap towards P2, and they're able to take the first few seconds here as they're going to get within, I believe, 20 points here of winning on this P2. And we do see just a bunch of one-on-one gunfights going down here. Towards the middle, we see Uzul able to help assist. We do see a cruise coming down from LaFonte, but that's going to be able to pick up 1. That is 4 dead from the side of New York. Maui Chums still able to win on the point here. They only need 20 seconds. They got 23 left on the time. This has got to be a perfect hold from them, or we're going to a P2. And they got players looking in all directions. New York's looking to hit from every side. Maui Chums able to pick up 3 of the 4. Canada's last alive, I believe, here towards middle. Able to put some shots down. They only got 5 seconds to win here. Towards the end of this P2, we do see some fights coming in. LaPlanche and Claw able to pick up the final kills there for Maui Chums. What a great game of Vista Hardpoint.
Yes, that was a great map. That was a bang out of a series. I think 25 or 26 points in the end. Or New York Subpar did a great job fighting back there. Obviously, it's very difficult getting over aggressive and being able to maintain control once you get an early lead in kills and lives.
Yes, and we're going to hop right on here with Red Cell. It does look like these teams are a little bit backwards. We'll hang on with you there, but Red Cell is not going to pay attention to that yellow car there. That's going to blow up right on him. He's going to die there towards the A side, and it is definitely the casting curse, I guess, for me, that every time we watch Karachi Search and Destroy, we're seeing some A hits, and we do see Uzul here hot fire this spot. Who is like Camo from the side of New York Subpar. He's able to pick up that kill. We do see a smoke coming down here from the side of Uzul. That is going to be a 1v4 left from the side of Howie here. Is he able to pick up the bomb planter? He's going for the ninja defuse. Can we see the ninja defuse here? Unfortunately, we're not going to. They were able to track him, but man, that would have been a great ninja defuse there.
That would have been an absolutely absurd ninja defuse. Obviously, we're big fans of Lunchtime as a streamer, and we always love to stay in chat. There's no way that we're dying to the yellow car grenade in April at this point in time. You know, it's been around for so long. You got to know that it's coming if anybody's playing over towards junk. So unfortunate timing from there to get that early team nade, but we saw that early kill come in. Maui Chums, they played their lives. They got the round win. So ultimately, good round from the side of Maui Chums. Exquisite trying to ninja defuse there. Love that play. There's not a lot you can do in that scenario, so not mad at that play at all as we get into round 2 here from C. Looks like a B hit as we're pushing out through the middle of the map, and we've got 2 players over on A there. And I have to eventually rotate over to their team if they're going to want to help out on this B push.
Yeah, and we, you know, the respect from Howie there trying to pull off that ninja defuse will always be in my heart there for people to try to get those ninja fuse and those 1v4s. Can make a great play to post on Twitter. But we do see the bomb go down here for the side of New York Subpar. We see Maui Chums left in a 2v4 with Uzo and La Plancha. They're going to have to try to retake this bomb site. And man, this is not an easy bomb site to take. We do see Canada there sitting clock side. We see Red Cell set up on Chicken. And we have 2 players, I believe, here stacked towards the satellite bottom deli area. And Howie's able to pick up La Plancha towards this mid barrels. And they don't know where Uzel is. They do now that he is shot. This should be a pretty easy pickup for the side of New York Subpar. Here's Uzel's trying to play his life just a little bit. He's going to get double chowed here, unfortunately. And New York Subpar are going to come away with that win, able to tie it up. That's going to be 2 offensive round on the side of Karachi.
Yep, 2 offenses, and both went for the first blood team. So both teams playing that early advantage really well. We saw that bomb plant come down. The entire team kind of fanned out and held angles with each other, and they're able to trade efficiently on those last 2 players, not give anything up. So good clinical round from the side of New York, definitely on that offensive side.
And we always see here on the side of Karachi, you know, the defenses seem to be a little bit easier, but I feel like every time I every time I cast here, we see these teams just winning a bunch of offenses here, and we're going to see kind of a standard B hit here from the side of Maui Chums. Howie able to get up on that scaffolding. He's going to be able to catch that player. I believe he's going to be chasing towards top third. I'm not exactly sure if he saw him here. They're just standing right next to each other. That is bad COD timing. Plancha is going to hear him drop down there. He's going to be able to pick up that kill. And Howie just with some very unfortunate COD timing. We see bomb go down from the side of Maui Chums. 3 players over towards that clock side.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate timing with La Plancha top bricks. He just didn't check the corner and ultimately gets shot from behind. So unfortunate timing, but we're seeing Maui Chums here kind of fanning out on the map, trying to play the trades, and Red Cell's going to be left here in a 1v3 playing up the clock, and he's going to get traded out. So another offensive win from the side of Maui Chums. So we're seeing that back and forth kind of action so far, and it's going all offense. So maybe we'll have to look at who's going to get that first defense, and maybe that's what leads to ultimately the map win.
Yeah, with these offensive side wins, you never know how it's going to go. We might see that flip mid map, but as of right now, we see this attacking team being aggressive, trying to get that first blood, getting the bomb down, and just defending the bomb in these power positions here. We've seen 1 hit towards A and a couple hits towards B, and it looks like New York going the opposite direction they did last time, heading towards B. Maui Chums, we do have 2 players here. One of them's going to get tagged up. It looks like we're sending 4 players all through pillars here. Uzo's really not going to know what's going on because nobody hit. Excuse me. Uzo is able to pick up 1 encounter. He's going to get traded out by Red Cell. And we have Claw and La Plancha left in a 2v4 here. Both, one is top bedroom, one is towards that pillar side singles. And so let's see if they can hit through the spawn.
Yeah, and we see somebody back cafe. We see Claw kind of running around the map trying to find an opening somewhere, and he's just kind of playing top bedroom. So a little spread, but not too spread. Claw's able to get that first one, even it up to a 2 versus 2 with some clean shots there. And Campbell and Sanders playing over each other. They're going to trade. La Plancha's just going to get picked. Back, and he's going to get killed, unfortunately, trying to hop over that firewall. So another good offensive round from the side of New York. They're able to get that early blood, play their trades, and ultimately win the round again. So very clinical S&D so far from both teams, honestly, in terms of their offense.
Yeah, Claw absolutely ripped that player towards that soda counter there in bottom red. Just no mercy there. Unfortunately, is it going to drop eventually? They are going to lose the round. New York did a great job there of just looking over each other with Camo and Canada, just watching their crossfires, able to get those team shots on those players. Great round of search and destroy from them. And we do see Maui Chums, I believe they're going towards a B hit, but a little bit, not standard of a B hit. We do see a hit through mid, and we see a couple people going bottom chicken. Howie's able to get shots on the bomb area, John, but he does get picked up by Claw, and Claw's going to get a little bit aggressive here and station up towards Delhi.
Yeah, that was a good play. They were able to bait out Howie from bottom chicken, and Claw was able to pick him up from barrel cut. So good play from the side of Maui Chums there to get that early kill, and then Claw's going to be looking to be aggressive on the map, and unfortunately, he's going to get picked by Red Cell. We see Canada get one as well, so it's going to be John left here in the 1v3. He's looking to make a play, only gets one and gets traded out. So that's that first defensive side win from the side of New York. So maybe that's what kind of tips the advantage in their favor for this SMB so far. But maybe we see Maui Chums jump right back with a defensive round of their own in this next round.
For the side of New York, that is a very big round to get 2 in a row there. You know, you've seen back and forths kind of the whole night, or kind of the whole round or match here with Karachi Search and Destroy. And so able to get 2 in a row can be a big momentum swing. So we'll see what Maui Chums decides to do here on defense, see if they can hold off the attack. It looks like towards B side that New York's cooking up here.
Yeah, New York hitting the standard B push. Looks like somebody's going third, and then 2 chicken, and then 1 plane mid cut. So our standard B hit here, they're going to be looking for that early kill and then trying to push some aggression and getting up B street, trying to make a play here. But we've got some finessing going around in P1, and Howie's running for his life. He eventually gets the trade. Oh my goodness. I don't know how he finessed for that long, but unfortunate from the side of Maui Chums that you're not able to get Howie there whenever he was trapped in P1, and we see a big rotation all the way through Junk, all the way going back through Burger to get back chicken, and he's gonna be looking for some kills from behind here as the bomb's getting planted B, and Maui Chums is gonna need to be able to even up some of this life advantage that New York Subpar has if they're gonna want to win this round.
Well, Poncho with some good information there. There were 2 players bridge side, unfortunately not able to pick up a kill on any of them. But it's going to be some good info as the Maui Chums attempt to take a 3v4 retake here, and they're going to smoke bomb here. And the pros don't fake, but these CRL players sure do on the bomb here, and Red Cell is pre-firing that bomb to check it as La Pancha finally decides to hop on the bomb, but all of his teammates are dead. No one to look over him, and that's going to be New York Subpar with 3 rounds in a row here on this Karachi Search and Destroy.
Yeah, really good play from the side of New York. It was kind of a weird round there at the beginning where they had 2 players P1, and Maui Chums is unfortunately not able to get either of them, and they just played their life after that with their bomb planter being able to sneak out bridge and get that plant down while people were kind of scrambling around. So good rounds for the last 3 rounds from the New York Subpar. They're going to be looking to keep pushing their advantage here, but from the side of Maui, you're in a difficult spot. You need to win this offensive round to bring it back 3v4. You can't afford to go down 5-2 here, otherwise you're going to be fighting an uphill battle trying to make your way back in this map.
And we do see Maui Chums kind of with a non-standard A push. We do see Red Cell able to get that great kill through the stun there on John. Claw able to pick up his trade immediately. Howie and who is this? I believe Claw right next to each other. They both see each other, and Howie's able to win that gunfight there. Top church. That's a huge advantage there for the side of New York. We do see La Plancha able to find Howie here, able to finally pick up that trade. It is a 2v2 here as Camo and Canada left against Uzul and La Plancha, as the Maui Chums are kind of stuck middle map, not really sure what to do. It does look like they're eventually going to rotate over towards this B side as New York is defending towards this A side. So there should be kind of a free bomb plant here as Maui's just taking their time, checking all the corners. And at this time, New York is going to start making that rotate. So this could be big from the side of New York if they get good timing.
Yeah, New York is going to have to play some good timing here. We've already got both players set up on bridge looking over. So Canada's unfortunately going to get picked, and it's going to be left up to Camo here in a 1v2 with the sub. So he's going to have to try to get some aggression and get an early pick and play for the immediate trade. But fortunately, he gets picked off. So Maui Chums, a good bounce back round there, able to pull this back into the 1-round lead for the side of New York Subpar. They're going to be looking to push even the map up with this next defensive round. And hopefully get the map back to even and see if they can close it out from there. But good round from their side. It was unfortunate from the side of New York Subpar that they both kind of stacked up A, and Maui Chums was in the middle. They decided to take it B. So they had the free rotation over there because the middle of the map was completely open. So good plays from the side of Maui Chums to get the bomb over to A, or over to the B side of the map.
Great plays from the side of Maui. We do see New York going with a little bit of a not standard B push here. We do see those nades coming down from B Street there. You got to make sure that you got a trophy down there. Canada with the great first nade. Howie able to pick up the second kill there with the rival. I believe that was towards the fire side. We do see Uzul here fighting some players off. He's going to throw that smoke down for some cover. John is able to at least see one rotating super late. He's not able to pick up the kill, unfortunately. He is going to kind of isolate himself here, and this is not great from the side of Maui as Oozles finally falls deli, and so they'll know that John is on this side of the map, and they just need to look for him over here. And for everybody watching, just to remind you that the scoreboard is messed up here in the search and destroy and the control for Codcaster. So the scores you see at the top of the screen are incorrect, but the scores you see down towards the player in the bottom right are going to be correct. And that's going to be a pretty easy win from the side of New York, able to get the first 3 kills of the round. A 1v4 from the side of Maui Chums is just very difficult here. And we do see finally New York able to take, they're going to have match point here going up 5-3.
Yep, match point for the side of New York. They got that early team nade. They were able to get the bomb down once they got some aggression over towards the B side of the map. So good round from the side of New York, and they're going to be looking to close out this map number 2 and even up the series 1-1 on this defensive side of the map. And from the side of Maui, you gotta win out here. So you gotta win 3 straight rounds in order to push your advantage to 2-0. So they'll be kind of in the driver's seat, so to speak, where they gotta make the play.
And this is a big round from the side of Maui. You know, we haven't seen a lot of offenses won. We see 2 trades going back and forth. That's going to kind of be, you know, advantage towards that Maui side. But we do see New York able to push up on the map. We do have Howie here. He's already top 3rd area here, looking towards these chicken steps. And they do have Maui trapped in here. This might just be unfortunate timing for one of them. And shots going down on both sides here from the side of Howie. They do know where he's at. So they are going to kind of just turtle up there and chicken. And, you know, the side of New York, they know that they still have them trapped here. They do see one player towards chicken, so they know they're still there. And so now all they have to do is hold them in here. And they're watching mid. They're watching the B push. They should just be able to pick up these kills if they have these players trapped.
Yep, unfortunately, Oozle not ready for that gunfight on mid, and it's going to be left to John here in the 1v2 trying to make a play bricks. And I don't know if he jumps down, if he reads it. He does. He's going to get the first. And then the real question is he going to read that Howie is still up on that top AC area and he doesn't have much time to get the bomb down? He's looking over. Howie's going to hit him with that nade check, and we'll see if Howie peeks it or if he's weak. And looks like he's going to get the bomb down, but is he going to get instantly traded out? He is. So that's going to be the map for side of the New York Subpar. So good map number 2 from them.
Yeah, great round from the side of New York. They're just playing patient, not getting too aggressive there on those players. Chicken, able just to hold them in. Great patience from the side of New York. They're able to win this search and destroy 6. A great map ahead of us here. Maui Chums able to take map 1 on Vista Hardpoint New York Subpar just off of a win on Karachi Search and Destroy here. We're going to be hopping on board here with Howie as he's going to be heading towards this AC side. We do see Maui with the immediate A break here. That's going to be 1-10 on the side of A. All 4 players going, towards B. We do see Camo here with a little bit of a flank here. He's able to pick up one. Is he able to find this second player here as John's going to be rotating between back alley and front bus? Camo is eventually going to pick up that trade there on that. Maui's able to trade it out. Oozle's able to pick up another kill, and that's going to be Maui Chums on the B point for now, as well as someone on that A point.
That was a really good rotation from the side of New York. They had only 1 player over there. Red Cell's probably screaming in his mic, "They're all on me, I'm dead." And then we just see all New York Subpar kind of collapse over. They're able to get the kills and break that point. Maui's looking to kind of keep playing around this B point. We see a player in A kind of capping by himself, kind of typical. So good start from both sides of the team, but from the side of Maui, you're not upset about this early A progress that you get. Unfortunately, Claw's going to get picked off there by Canada being in secret, and they're going to be looking to close out this A point before they make the rotation over to B, it looks like. We see a big gunfight went over by Junk, so player number 3, that's Claw, is probably going to be pushing out Bus here, trying to get towards the B side of the map, and he's going to have open real estate, but he's actually making the rotation back over to A to try to provide some cover for his teammate. Unfortunately, it doesn't work, and that's 4 down, and Maui Chums, they're unfortunately not able to cap that A point there and secure it, so they're going to be looking to kind of reset their progress as we continue through the rest of this control round. We're only down to 30 seconds, so they're going to be having to make a play here towards one of the points pretty quick. They're able to get on to B, and New York's going to be trying to make the rotation over.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys saw that on stream there, but we did have Camo pushed up chicken pretty far. He was able to spawn those players in the middle of me talking. We do have another 4 dead from the side of New York. These players are going to spawn back towards the optic disaster car in the spawn towards A. 20 seconds here is going to be pretty rough from the side of Maui Chums, but we did have Camo there pushed up chicken side. Maui Chums did get the fortunate spawn towards, bedroom or bottom red there towards the middle of that round, but Maui Chums able to stack on that A point, add an extra minute here. They are down 4 lives here. They do have the rotation a little bit over. Everyone on New York is kind of off spawn. We have Red Cell up here, pushed up red. Uzo and La Plancha able to pick up 2 from the side of Maui. They're going to hop on this point, stop the time. John's able to pick up another, and Howie's kind of the last one alive here. Is he able to pick up any from the side of Maui Chums? Unfortunately, he is not. Canada is going to pick up 1 towards the middle of the map, but that's going to be the stack from Maui Chums, and I believe that is going to be the round here for Maui. And just like we were talking before, Karachi Control, you go 3-4 dead on that side, and you're not going to be able to hold that B point after that. That offensive team is just going to take that. And so if you can get that clean 3-4 down from the offensive side, you pretty much have that B point secured.
Yeah, I mean, you're relying on Howie to make a hero play and at least get 2 to have only 1 person just solo capping that point. Unfortunately, he's not able to do it. So as soon as Maui got that main advantage, we saw those ticks flying up, and that was a really good round. With only 12 seconds left, they were able to get that 4 down, be able to cap that A point, clear it up, and then a quick rotation over to the B side of the map. So from the side of New York Subpar, you're looking to do the same thing, essentially. You're looking to basically tie up ticks with this offensive round. And from the side of Maui, if you can get an early defensive win here, you're going to be looking pretty good going into round number 3.
And that was a great round from the side of Maui there. They were able to finally pick up control towards the end of the map, able to pick up some of those close spawns, and really just did a good job of playing together towards the end there. We do see Howie and Camo going huge for their team here. Camo's able to pick up 1 towards that satellite. Unfortunately, going to die to Oozle there, Yellow Alley, but they are on their second tick of progress here at A. We do see Claw get in a little bit. He's able to take shots on Red Cell. Not able to take him down. We do see Oozle, La Plancha, and Canada all getting some trades here. It's just kind of a trade fest here towards the middle of the map. We do see Canada jumping off the top ropes here, able to pick up 1. Camo able to pick up another. That should be the A control secured there with 2 minutes left on the clock here. We have a 4 life advantage here towards the side of New York, and not really a lot of kills have happened. We do see Claw towards that bottom fire, able to pick up 1. La Plancha able to pick up another. Canada with 1 trade. Camo knows there's a player over here towards the side of Church as well. And we do kind of see just a little bit of a restart here with Camo out a little bit of his spawn, trying to make some trouble here for the side of Maui.
Yeah, and it's going to come down to Howie or Claw being able to make a play in their respective enemy team spawns, and that's a good read by Howie, being able to see Claw there. He's able to pick him up in the back, so now their junk's going to be moderately free. They clear out John Arches, and all they got to worry about now is they got 1 player back alley, so they're going to play it kind of slow. It's going to allow the side of Maui Chums to get some presence back over here towards B, and they're going to be looking to kind of get another 3 or 4 down before they can make that break again, like we saw Maui Chums do in the last offensive round.
We do see 1 trade coming down, another trade coming down from the side here. Howie not able to pick up that kill. Canada able to pick up the trade on kill. He's still on time. We do have a 1-on-1 coming here. Towards the end of the point, we do see Canada able to pick it up. That is big from the side of New York, as everybody from the side of Maui is spawning out here. Everyone just needs to be ironed up on some headies. Take that. Red Cell, hold that right in the face, says Claw. Is he able to stick him? And that is 3 players on the side or on the B point there. 1 Canada falls on the B point, so we do have some spawners coming here from the side of Maui. Camo able to pick up a great kill there, but Maui Chums able to get them off the point. New York was able to get that second tick of progress, so they do have a minute to capture 1. They do still have a good life advantage here, and it just really comes down to these kills here. Red Cell's able to pick up 1, Camo able to pick up another, Howie able to pick up the 3rd and the 4th, and that should be the round there.
Great round from the side of New York there. They had life advantage the whole way. They weren't able to get it on the first wave. They got 2 ticks on the second wave. They ultimately got wiped again, and then just a big break. All 4 players down, finish out that last tick. So great offensive side. You tie up the ticks and the map as a whole 1-to-1. So they'll be looking to kind of stand out on defense here, get the first defensive side. And if you're from the side of Maui, you know what you did the first round. You just got to do it again to keep this map going towards your advantage.
And we'll see if New York decides to stack B a little bit here, as Maui went all B the first round. It doesn't look like they're going to repeat that. They're going to go towards A. New York looks like with the standard setup here towards A for this defense. And Maui Chums immediately on the point. They have 2 on point, 1 brick corner. John able to pick up a kill from the brick corner. Claw able to pick up a kill on the point here. Maui Chums, this point is flying here with 2 players, now 3 players on the point. That's going to be the second tick down and third tick down on the way. New York, you're going to need a great B hold here, as 2 of your players are going to fall off the end of this A point side. We do see Canada here able to pick up 1. Is he able to pick up any more? I don't believe he spots any of those players going towards that church alley, so they're not really sure where these players that were on point, where they went. Claw does not see Canada there in the corner. Canada does see him. And we do kind of have a little bit of a reset here, as we have some players fighting in the spawn, but we do see a good setup from the side of New York on this B side.
Yeah, New York with a good setup so far. I don't know if they know for sure that Claw's all the way in the back, but if he gets this kill here onto Canada B Street, they're going to be looking from him behind. He does not able to get that kill, so we may see some arrows turn. They're going to know that he's behind him now, pushing their spawn out, and he's going to get another kill in the back, so they're still going to be looking for him back here. That may allow his team to get a little bit of map presence, but Canada's going big in the back of the map, getting some spawn kills of his own. So we're kind of back to ground zero here, but we see another kill come down close to yellow car, or maybe that was Arches, and Maui has a little bit of map presence here, so if they can get some of these kills off rotation, they may be able to get some time on this point and push their advantage.
And New York's done a pretty good job here. They're not aware that Uzil is this back alley on the point. They've all kind of ran past him. They don't know he's there, so Uzil's just kind of waiting for his teammates to make a move here. If he steps on point, he could get some of these New York arrows to kind of turn, maybe bait a little bit, but Camo and Canada are able to go huge for his team here. Here he is, hopping on this point, and we see 3 of the New York arrows immediately turn around. That's going to allow these Maui Chum players to get out a little bit. Uzil, that's a great play from him, allowing Maui Chums to get out of their spot a little bit, but we do still have this Soda counter fight going down here, and New York has just done a fantastic job here, holding this B site, able to get those kills when they need them, and we're going to see at least one more wave here from the side of Maui Chums.
Yes, that's been great play so far on the side of New York, and I think that they know that Claw's back here in the back. We see somebody watching jump up. He should be able to get this kill. Some good shots out of Claw, though. He's able to get over the wall, so it's going to be coming down to Howie and him. Claw gets the 1. They get another kill Arches, and that's 3 dead, 2 people on point. They've got 3 on point now, so we may see this B. If they're able to get some of these wave kills, then they're going to be taking this offensive round, but we see Camo getting active. He gets traded out. Howie's able to pick off 1 from the side of the cubby. They're just contesting, playing the time now, and they've got to get Howie out of here so they can get some tick progress. Otherwise, these players are going to keep dropping over hop up and be able to ultimately contest and get the defensive round win. But we see the trades still coming back and forth. Red Cell's able to get 1, gets traded out, and that's going to be the round to the side of Maui Chums. So it looked pretty dire there. They're able to get that team wipe and play the trades there, get the round win. So that's what Karachi offense is all about.
Karachi offense is a great can't think of the word right now, but it shows great fortitude from a team on the Karachi offense. You can get knocked down for waves on waves on waves, but as long as you get that 1 wipe from the team, you're going to be good to hop on that point. That's exactly what Maui Chums did there. Here is they could close it out if they get a good defense here on this Karachi control. But you know, as far as we've seen, as far as we've seen, CK, it looks like New York's probably going to try to get this round here on this offense and try to force a round 5 here in this Karachi control. And I'm not sure what kill count is and what tick count is. If you know, I think New York need to win this to at least tie ticks. I'm not sure where kills are at to see who would get that defense or offense, though.
Yeah, obviously 2 offensive wins means, you know, we see 12 ticks to side of Maui Chums. So New York is going to have to match that 12 ticks, and then life count. Obviously, we're in the dark for that for now, but we'll be interested to see if that goes that route. Who ultimately gets the defense or offense? You know, do you really favor having the defense like most control maps if we're playing Karachi like it's been today? You know, it's been very offensive heavy, so that's something that both teams will consider, and it may not be drastic if you're going to win this and have less lives from the side of New York than you know, it may not be the worst case scenario. So they've got good progress here on both B and A, and they're going to be picking up some of these kills cafe, and it's going to be left to a one-on-one. They get that. Claw's able to trade it out, so we still have some presence here, but they're looking to decrease this tick and be able to maintain their control of B and not lose it too early because they don't want to have to try to defend the A point as the final stand, so to speak.
That was a great push from the side of New York there. It looks like they are able to pick up B here eventually. We do have one tick left on A, but that's a great play call from them. After they all get wiped off of A, they just all immediately go to B, and the side of Maui Chums was not expecting that at all, and so they were able to hop 3 on point pretty quick, capture that first point, and we saw some crucial gunfights going down there as we just saw kind of trades back and forth towards the end of it. But we do see a life count advantage towards the side of New York here, so if they don't figured out pretty quick. They do have at least life count. They do have a lot of time to work with here, but they do only need one pick. And so on the side of Karachi, you know, that means you just got to get a couple down and hop on that point. And with one tick left, I believe they only need just a few seconds, about 3.5 seconds or so, with 4 people stacked on the point to capture that. And so that can be no time at all. And we do see trades just continually going back and forth here between the side of New York and Maui here. We're just seeing some good teamwork here. Maui, more of them are off spawn than the side of New York, so it's just kind of back and forth here in middle of map. Who can get control, and can New York eventually hop on time?
Yeah, New York's been playing this pretty interesting, not touching time at all, just trying to get their picks and get as much map presence as they can before they decide to kind of collapse or fall on that point. They haven't been able to control third entirely, so I think that's what's kind of holding them off getting on the point. But we do see Red Cell getting in here, so that may bring some of the arrows down. John jumps down, is able to get that kill in hill, and he's going to be kind of trapped here. So we'll see if how he's able to make a play, gets picked off. That's going to be 2 down from New York. John's still sitting in the point, so he's going to be looking from their spawn. Canada's able to get the guy top third, but he's pushing back satellite, so he's kind of leaving his team up to their own vices. He's going to be looking for some of the exit kills from their spawn. They're still looking for Claw up in secret. They've got him mated. They've got him stunned, but Canada's not able to get him. Gets him finally, and we see kind of a couple gunfights here, but New York wins. So we're going to round number 5, and we'll see who's able to get defense versus offense, and ultimately which side is better for this round 5 as we're closing out this Karachi control.
Yeah, and that's a good round from the side of New York there. You know, it was a little scary. They did have a decent life advantage, and we saw that kind of dwindle there to, you know, single digits there on the side of both New York and Maui. They did lose their life count there for a minute, but they were able, you know, just with one tick, it doesn't take much time to hop on there here as we're loading into this round 5, and we do see New York with more kills than Maui, so they're going to take that defensive side, which, like we were saying, I don't think you prefer that here on Karachi control, but we'll see what New York can do here on the defensive side, as Maui is definitely favored to win this offensive, as we have not seen one defensive win, and we already see Claw hopping on point here. I believe there are 3 people on this A point. That's going to fly here if New York don't decide to do anything here. Camo is going to be looking to invest this cruise, but is it too little too late for this one? They might get all this progress. As this cruise comes down, Camo's able to pick up 2. Oozle's top third. They know that he is kind of last left alive. John's towards middle. Canada's able to pick up Oozle, and so John was kind of last alive outside of that cruise mission. We do see the setup here from Red Cell. He is junk side. We don't see anybody top, or we do see someone top third with Camo and LaPlancha. This is going to be a big gunfight here to see who can keep control top third. LaPlancha is able to take it, but Red Cell really just being a nuisance in their spawn. They're able to buy, you know, about 30 seconds there of time here, as we see Canada able to hop on point, decrease a little bit, and they do have Maui Chums here in the spawn trap just a little bit.
Yeah, we see a little bit of escape over towards Chicken and Clock, so Maui Chums is able to get a little bit more map presence back, but Canada, Howie, Red Cell, they've been kind of controlling junk the entire time, so never able to fully get out and get your advantage in terms of the map. So with 25 seconds left, it'll be Maui left to make a play, and they're still kind of just trapped over in spawn. They get LaPlancha onto points, so we're going to see the New York side kind of trying to collapse here, but the kills go the side of Maui, and it looks like that A point's going to be captured, and we're going to be moving over to B. But from the side of New York, you have a pretty substantial life lead, so all you have to do is kind of play your trades and don't let your guys' team get that 4 down that's ultimately may be able to cost you that B point. So they'll be looking to have good, clean setups, teammates watching over each other, and hopefully just be able to trade out their lives until they win by life count.
And that's a great kill from Camera there, but we do see 2 kills from the side of Maui. Red Cell kind of able to trade that little even 2-2 trades there as we see a fight coming down here towards bottom red. Red Cell able to win that. Is he able to pick up this other one? He is not. LaPlanche is going to come away with the win. And that's LaPlanche is the furthest out. Camo is looking like he's getting a little behind action there. Might have just gotten a good timing there. Howie's able to pick up a kill in the back alley, and we do see New York kind of getting some map presence here, able to push up towards this junk side. This has just been a great textbook defensive side from the side of New York here. Camo just absolutely beaming. Camo going 40 and 23 so far, really just making this map his own. And just a reminder, the scoreboard at the top is incorrect for those kills. But Camo, his does seem to be correct too with 41 and 23. Howie able to pick up kind of the final kill on that final push. Canada able to pick up 2, and that's going to be a great round from the side of New York Subpar. Able to take 2 maps in a row here, able to take that round 5 Karachi control on the defensive side.
That was a huge defensive win from the side of New York. Obviously, we didn't see one for the entire map, and they're able to pull it out there. That was honestly the Camo masterclass. He will be spawning on the quote-unquote bad side of the map. You know, New York Subpar is going to have that early rotation over to P2 if they choose, and the easy access into the P1. But it looks like New York is kind of stacking this P1 side. So number 4, that's John, is going to be able to hit this rotation over to P2 and be able to hopefully lock this down for his team the entire time as P1 gets mixy.
Yes, and we do see the side of Maui. They are kind of electing to hold someone there P2 the entire time. It looks like this P1 time is going to kind of trade back and forth here. And if you're side the Maui, you definitely don't want to give up all of this time to the side of New York. But New York may have other words for that, as we have about 20 seconds left here. There's not much use to point it here. John's able to pick up a crucial kill from the side of Garage. Claw's able to pick up 1 God Steps. And LaPlanche kind of able to pick up that last pushing player, but they are going to be down by about 38, 39 points. And so you really need to make sure you hold your P2 well here. Make sure you get those points kind of even. You are able to take a little bit of lead here if you hold this entire time. And they do have a pretty good setup here as New York Subpar are all going to try to be busting through this ticket side. They are already in P5. Uzul's going to be fighting a couple players here kind of side by side. He's getting good shots down on Red Cell, but unfortunately not able to pick up any.
Yeah, and we see kind of player number 2, LaPlanche here, is kind of trapped. He's able to pick off 1, but we see 3 players already swarming around P2, and they're going to get John out of the hill, and it's going to be left to a 2v3 here for the side of New York to kind of hold this down. And it's all up to Uzul left, and he's able to get all 3 of them. So Uzul with big wins there to kind of hold down the rest of the scrap time. But from the side of Maui, you don't get the full 60 that you kind of needed. So we're going to close in. We'll be just a couple points off of it, but New York is going to have this rotation secured over to P3, and P3 can be a very hard hill to break if you're not able to coordinate a couple big pushes or get a couple trades. So good stuff from the side of Maui to pull it back close, but they're going to need a big break here in order to start pulling ahead in this map.
Maui is really pushing through that laundry side there. Are able to pick up 1. They're able to get 1 kind of dubs, able to pick up that back steps as well. Claw's able to pick up 1 towards that middle, and we do see some trades going down here as Howie's going to get a little bit aggressive here with the unfortunate team stun. He is still able to kill Uzul through it, and they're able to take the time here for just a couple seconds before the side of Maui, who are spawning ticket side now, are able to kind of hop and point. We do still see a contest coming down here, and Camo really just needs to try to stay alive, wait for some teammates. We do see Canada and Red Cell able to pick up 2 huge kills. Camo's able to pick up the 1 kill. We do have kind of a one-on-one left on hill. LaPlanche is able to win that for about 13 seconds left of scrap time, as that's going to break the game a little bit in the lead towards Maui Chums, but they do not have the rotation towards P4. And New York Subpar are able to pick up 2 huge transition kills here, so we don't have any players that close to the point. We're going to kind of see a push through tunnel here. We do see one player in La Plancha here back apps. Is he able to pick up at least one? He's able to pick up Canada. He's going to make Camo kind of turn towards here to watch out for him. La Plancha with a big kill on Camo there, kind of maybe able to flip the spawns here for his team. But we do see Canada spawn apartments. That is really unfortunate here for La Plancha. There's no way he's going to read that. And this is so far a good hold from the side of New York, as it's been a little mixy in the back, but they've done a good job holding the front side.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate spawn on from La Plancha. You know, he got the big kills in the back, but his team's able to break the hill, and then Claw decides just to suicide bomb himself with the trophy sitting right in front of him. So the scrap time looks like Howie's rotating back over to get the final 10 seconds to push them to a 40-point lead going into P5. Canada's able to get the kills back ticket, and looks like New York is going to have solid control of P5 as well, and they're going to be looking to control this all the way down and just kind of play their trades and not get any breaks going in from the side of Maui. So from the side of Maui, you can't afford to lose this full 60 here on this P5, which it definitely can be a full 60 type of hill. Otherwise, you're going to be looking to be down 100 points total. So they're kind of having to make the play. And it's unfortunate that scrap time really didn't go their way, because this would be just a smidge closer and they'd be able to kind of play it a little slower and kind of get some trades and break the hill.
Yeah, Maui Chums is able to just do just that. They are able to break the hill here. They should be able to split this time about half and half. New York Subpar, you know, as we were talking about rotations as one of those things, they have won 3 of the 4 possible rotations so far on the map, and that scoreline really shows that they're going to go up by about 40 if Maui Chums holds the rest of this. And again, look who's kind of already rotated towards this P1. We do see kind of a mixy rotate here between both the teams. Maui Chums have a little bit more players here, but Red Cell's able to back up his teammate. Unfortunately, Howie's dead nade's going to pick him up there. That's going to be 3 dead from the side of Subpar towards that P1. And so Maui Chums have a good opportunity here to pick up and even up this time here on P1, as they have a little bit of a setup. And we do see nobody on the side of Subpar or Maui going towards that P2. They're kind of just trying to hold down this P1. We do see Camo and Canada absolutely go huge. We do see Howie with that 3rd kill, as well as John's kind of last left alive towards that P2. So they do have that P2 rotation. Let's see if they can hold it here. But New York Subpar were able to break into that P1 and pick up some crucial time here, as it's kind of looking like they're going to lose a lot of P2 time again.
Yeah, and we see still a little bit of gunfights going down here. 2 left in old. La Plancha has to make the play here. He's going to get traded out. So scrap time should effectively go the way of New York Subpar. And Maui's going to have that rotation over to P2, but not a lot of control. You know, they have somebody in hill that's going to get picked, and they've got somebody watching cross from the garage side. But New York's able to kind of slip in and get that early P2 time, and they're going to be looking to kind of set up their proper setup here and kind of control this P2 rotation to keep pushing their advantage in this hill, and they're able to get the pick onto Oozle P5. So if you're the side of New York, you're looking pretty good. You're pretty happy getting the scrap old and the early time P2.
And New York just did a great job there of isolating that player P2 at the start of this hill. And they're able to take the first 30 seconds of this time. It's very unfortunate from the side of Maui. You had the rotation, but you didn't really choose to help your player out towards the side of P2. It's kind of a breakdown from their end, but New York Subpar able to take advantage there, as Maui Chums have kind of just chalked up all this time heading towards that P3. We do see some fights coming down here from the side of Laundry. John able with the huge 2-piece here towards the side of Laundry. Red Cell not able to turn on Oozle there, as Oozle's finally able to pick up that kill. But we do see Maui Chums here for the rotation. They should be able to pick up a good 10 seconds uncontested time here, as we see some fights coming down towards the side of Launching. Oh my God!
How did Howie just do that?
What the hell, Howie? Oh my Lord.
Huge kill to open the back by Howie, but unfortunately Claw's just laying there, lying in wait, waiting for his prey to come, and he's able to effectively get 2 of them there and keep the control from the side of Maui. So huge play out of Howie there in the back, but unfortunately he's just kind of trying to stay alive and do what he can. He's still being a nuisance back here, but it hasn't gone anywhere from the side of New York. You're not able to get any of this time. So good kills from him, but ultimately the time's still going to Maui. and we'll see if the scrap time goes the way of New York. Looks like Howie's able to win it there finally. Or no, that's Camo left over there. No, it was Howie, yeah. And we see the rotation over here early going to the side of Maui as well. So we may see a little 1-2 chain here from a good P3 into a good P4 if they're able to get some of these kills.
And this is a very important hill here. Obviously, you don't want to lose the match, but you just need to get to that 191 mark here to be able to win on that P5. You get that rotation. Unfortunately, all this time's kind of going gray. Canada able to pick up 2. John's able to pick up 1. He's going to bust into the point here. Last player's purple. He doesn't see him. Camo and Howie able to pick up 2. And this looks like it's going to be the end of this series here with New York Subpar holding down this P4, really just using their teamwork to an advantage here. Man, that was a great teamwork game from the side of New York, able to win, able to pick up maps 2, 3, and 4, kind of with that middle sweep there. What a great map for Skid Row Hardpoint.
That was a great map. I mean, we saw it pretty close early on, but then